Research is about exploring the realms of knowledge, where curiosity meets discovery, and every question sparks the flame of innovation. With this thinking, I wish everyone a pleasant afternoon. We are delighted to extend a warm welcome to Mr. Maheep Chaudhary, sir, an esteemed alumnus from the 2022 batch of our college, currently shaping the future of neural networks at Stanford University, California. With this, I would like to highlight some accomplishments of the speaker for today's session. Maheep sir has left an indelible mark on the global stage, from contributing to machine learning breakthroughs at the University of Illinois Urbana Champaign, USA, to representing India at the ASEAN India Hackathon. With 4 published research papers and hands-on experience with MIT driverless and Indus Autonomous Challenge, his journey is a testament to excellence. Embark a journey of possibilities. We are here to share some insights on writing and publishing research papers, navigating a career in research, and discovering available scholarships. Whether you are a student seeking academic direction or a professional eager to expand your research horizons, this webinar is tailored just for you. Handing over the session to Mr. Hemshu Shivare, Secretary of Drive Management, Training and Placement Cell, BIET Jhansi.
Thank you so much, Stuti. Welcome, Maheep sir. So now we would like to start the session. Initially, we are starting the session from some pre-taken questions from the student, and after that, we will open the session to the student to ask their doubt. Maheep sir, I would like to ask, how was the decision-making journey to choose research as a career path? How you decided that research is something that you want to pursue, not the placement, not the gate? So how was the decision-making process? What were the challenges involved initially?
First of all, thank you for giving this stage to me, and Stuti, thank you for your very kind words. I'm very grateful for them. As for your question, Hemshu, I think I started my journey from first year into research, and it was purely based on getting internships or placements. But I don't think our college has that kind of diaspora where we can get placements, especially in the batch where 2018 the placements were not that good. So as a result, I was looking for opportunities, and I found some which is like research opportunity, and I tried to pursue it. Meanwhile pursuing it, I found that it has a very good scope in the future, and I can make a very big impact, which I cannot even dream of if I had taken the placement. And yes, I think that's all from my side.
Yes, sir. So, sir, moving ahead, sir, how was your journey of writing your first research paper? Suppose as a student today, I decided that I want to write a research paper, then how to start, how should I approach a problem, how to find base research paper, and how can I begin the entire journey process?
I'll recommend that when you are studying a topic, or if you are interested in machine learning, then you should go through the basic concepts of it. And in those basic concepts, you can like there's a plethora of material on YouTube that you can access, and while accessing it, you can go through those materials which are more interesting to you. By identifying the interested topics, you can approach professors. If that is not the case, you don't want to approach professors and you want to do independent research, which I would not recommend, then I would say that in that topic, go through Google Scholar website and search through the papers, make some ideas, experiment upon them, beat the baselines that are there, which other works have done in the past. And if you are able to beat the baselines, if your experiments are good, then I think you are good to go to write a research paper.
And sir, what is the process after writing the research paper? Like how to approach the publication, how to get the research paper published?
Okay, I think that is a very good question. And after like doing experimentation, and you are very confident that you have beaten the baselines and your work is good, then you can go through several. I think one of the steps that I told you priorly was going through the research papers on Google Scholar. So while reading those research papers, you will go through some of the conferences which are targeting these kind of this taste, this flavor of work that you are targeting. As a result, you can identify them, and you can try to publish in them by sending the research paper in them. I think you can just go through their website and just publish it.
Yeah, all right, sir, very clear. So now I would like to request if you can share any of your research paper, any of your publication or work for a better in-depth understanding.
Sure. I think I have made a small PPT for you guys, and I think it would be quite delighting to discuss my research with you all.
Sure, sir.
So I'll be sharing my screen. I hope you are able to hear me.
Yes, sir, now you are audible. For a time moment, you are not audible, sir, but now you
Yeah.
are audible.
Thanks for the confirmation.
Yes, sir.
I hope you are able to see my screen.
Yes, sir, the screen is visible now.
Okay, so I'll be starting. So the contents of this PPT remains as what was like what I was doing in the first year, second and third, fourth, and after fourth year I was like working on this research paper and what I'm doing currently, and recommended material for you guys so that you can go through it and like shape your views about it. And if you have any doubts, then also like you can discuss with me and connect with me. This will be the last slide, so you can just scan with your phones, and I'll also be giving the link to this PPT so you can visit these links. So coming on to the first year part, what I was doing in first year. So basically, when I was not getting any opportunities to work anywhere, I tried to contact my professors. I was not a CS student, but I think in first year we have basic programming courses like Python and all. So I was in touch with some of the computer science professors, and I really don't know what they saw in me, but they saw me as a promising student, and as a result, they gave me an AICTE backed research paper to build a platform like Google Scholar for Indian research scholars. So we published a paper in this. Both of these professors have worked in like BIT, and this paper aimed to build a system that identifies what kind of level you have in machine learning. So maybe you are a beginner or on a medium or on an expert level, and based on that it gives you recommendations and also answers to your questions if you have any regarding the research papers, because it is very natural to have questions when you read research paper or you go through any new concepts. So without further wasting time, I'll go on to the second paper. Like the second and third year was spent in this paper, which was done in collaboration with IIT Indore, and I was working remotely. Uh, So what we did in this paper is, and we always think that research is something out of our league or it's very alien to us and it's not very quite intuitive. But this paper suggested me, and it can be a lesson for you guys also, that research is very much integrated to we what we associate with ourselves in day-to-day life, in our cell phones, or in our computer, or in any of our digital lives. So what this paper was doing, that if it was a system, and I don't think we have a system like that currently anywhere. So it can be a idea that you guys can also work upon. So basically, you have Google Calendar and you have alarm clocks, and etc etc. But what this paper suggested was that if you receive an email, maybe going to a conference or going to a wedding invitation or something like that, then based on this technology, it will extract the place where you are going and on which date, and based on it, it will see what the weather will be like at that place. So suppose you are going to Agra on 25th of October, then it will see what kind of weather will be, and it will create a list of maybe clothes or something else that you can carry with you so that you don't have inconvenience. Similarly, it will also find interesting places. So in Agra, you may be going to a wedding or a conference. So it will extract places like Taj Mahal and places like that which are very popular. And based on the reviews on TripAdvisor website, we have like extracted what objects to carry, such as if you are in a line, then you should carry water bottles when you are in the line while visiting Taj Mahal, and they only take cash. So these kind of things. So you will have a reminder list at the end consisting of different materials that you should carry before going to that place. And we supposed that your home will be a smart home, so that you will have a camera, and while you will be packing your stuff, it will record and identify the objects that you have carried, because it occur many a times that when we pack something, some of the things gets left behind, we are not able to pack it, and as a result we face with inconvenience. So object recognition system will identify if you have carried all the stuff that you wanted to carry, and it will notify you if you have not carried it. So I think it was a very like good paper. If you have any questions regarding this, then feel free to like let me know. Hello.
Yes, a very insightful presentation. So, participant, if you have any doubt, please feel free to ask. You can also ask in chat box, or you can directly unmute yourself and can ask directly from my sir.
Yeah.
Hi there. I'm busy planning my New Year's Eve. I'm excited.
So I think like you can write in the chat and maybe we can do it at the end. So coming on to the like my one of the latest projects that I did with University of Illinois Urbana campaign. It was based on causality, and it is like all these previous systems were based on like system based, but this was a very theoretical paper, and it might give you insights about it. But if you have any questions, then yeah, I would love to answer them. So if you see that, if I say to you that ice cream sales causes sunburn, it would be a very false statement. But ice cream sales increases a lot when sunburn also increases, and we can say that both are very associated with each other, but it is a false statement. But the major cause of it is the sun, as we all know, and it is a very obvious statement, but I'll relate this fact to machine learning. Similarly, you can see this image where cats are sitting on a hole, or these kind of pictures where you might think that the cat might have caused it. but it is not the case. It has the case that cats wants to sit at a place which is kind of deformed from the environment around it. So they have a preference for it and they have not caused it. But yeah, but machine learning models, they are based on correlation, and we can see it very clearly because when we feed an image for maybe image recognition or something and we add a noise, you might see nothing has changed, but it changes the prediction. So you might see a panda here and it is also a panda, but the machine learning system will identify it as a gibbon. Similarly, if you have images where there's a turtle in the sea, then the machine learning model won't see the turtle, but by just identifying there's a blue background, it will classify it as turtle, making it a very non-robust system. So that's why we need causality, and it was based on it. And finally, we covered about the models that you might all have heard about, like Chat GPT or diffusion models or the models like Bard. We have all covered them. So yeah, feel free to go through this. About the current research part at Stanford University. So yeah, it is it is a little it is a little funny, but when people ask me what do you do, I might answer them just saving the world in my free time. So looking at the gravity of this statement, LLMs or many models that you see have many astounding capabilities. As you might have seen, you might have interacted with Chat GPT or other systems. They are very sophisticated and they are very powerful. But the downside of them is we don't know what lies inside of them because they are black box models. We don't know what they are doing inside. As a result, companies, when release them, showcase to you that they are very friendly and good, but we don't know what is lying inside of them. So at Stanford, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to I'm trying to analyze the inner workings of the neural network using causality, the topic that I just covered on it in the last few slides. And for a brief overview, you can see how like neural network works, what lies in their inner layers, and it seems very beautiful how neural networks learn. As you can see, there are many different concepts being embedded in this picture, such as of sky, of buildings of different arts, fountains, etc., etc. And it was from the deep dream project where they identifying what was going inside that neural network, and I hope it all looks very beautiful to you. And this is the recommended material from my side, and if you want to connect with me, you can scan this QR and this PPT. If you have any questions, then I would love to answer them. This is all from my side. Thank you.
Yes, Deves, you can ask your query.
First of all, good afternoon, sir. So my name is Devesh, and I'm from Information Technology branch. So my first question is, how do you find opportunities, and how do you get started in your first year? Like for a first year student, doing research is a very tedious thing, and technologies are not like they have not learned the technology right now. Then how did you approach it, and how did you solve the problem?
Yeah, so the papers that I told you just that they took me 2 years or like 1 year. The main limitation of me, like right now, I can do them in a month or maybe 10 days. But when you don't have skills, you don't have that kind of efficiency with doing code. Uh, you might lag in things, and for a first year research student, he might not know a lot of things and he might get confused a lot, like what should I learn, which language should I learn, which framework should I go through. But I think research, when you do research, you go through many concepts which are many practical in the real world scenario. Because for example, when you learn machine learning, like a lot of people, They ask you like, can I do octave? I don't know if you have heard about it. So they ask about many languages, which language should I learn? But I think when you are doing research, it all comes to you automatically, and you learn them and then you do things. So it is kind of a process where you first learn and then implement it. So I think it takes a lot of time, but I guess, yeah, it is very profitable also, and it also mitigates your inability to do different things by growing them.
So, sir, how did you find your niche? I mean, I'm very confused. Like, what should I choose? How should I choose? Like, machine learning itself is a very big thing, and deep learning, neural networks, everything. It's a very vast field. How did you find your new niche to do the research?
Okay, I think this is a very, very, very good question from you, Devesh. And I think research consists of everything, not of just machine learning. So the project that I just showed you in the first year and second year, you can convert it into a website, into an app, or into anything you want. And I think we also built a website using Django for the first project that I showed you. So it is not about just machine learning. Machine learning, when you go through research, you can build systems, you can propose new things, you can go into hardware if you want to. Like, it is mostly about what you want to do, and that's why I like research, because you can do whatever you want. So maybe you have an idea of this is what I want to do, but while implementing it, you think, if I implemented it inside a car. So I think you have the club Mercenary Motors, right? So we had an idea. Maybe we can, using computer vision, integrate some software into it, and maybe we can try to make a car that is like self-driven. So it is all up to you which direction you want to go, and it is mostly about interest. When you will do it, you will feel it, this is what should I do, and you just follow it. It might be a case that sometimes you feel that what you are learning is not defined, but I think it is a very fun process, and this is what I did in I think my bachelor's. It was a lot of fun for me.
So, sir, to summarize, what should you do in your initial years of research? What will you in just 4 steps?
Mm, First of all, I think you should get familiar with different technologies while you are in first year. So maybe try doing like app development or web development, or going through machine learning in your free time. But in 3 or 4 months, you will find what you want to do. Believe me, you will find it if you will go through different technologies in your free time. And I think there are a lot of videos on YouTube which you can go through. It is more like a self exploration process, I guess. Let me know if you synchronize with me, or you don't.
Actually, sir, I did explore a lot, but I could not find many. So I was asking about it.
uh, to be very honest, you might think of me that I have like done and have explored myself a lot, but currently I'm also exploring myself. So all the papers that you might have seen have very different research taste. And like, at a point of time, I was doing web development also, which is of course not written in my resume, but I have a lot of exposure to different skills, and I think you should go towards building a project. So I'll just say that go build a project that you think might be good. So there might be something in your heart that you want to build. Just build it. I think it might be one of the ways that you can discover yourself. Have you tried that?
Actually, sir, I have tried that.
Okay. Uh, and like, what is like, in which year are you?
I'm currently in second year.
Okay. Uh, and like, have you any exposure to machine learning?
Currently learning some of it. And
Yeah, so I'll say that go through it and have some project that you want to build. So the projects that you might have built would have been standard projects, or they were the projects that came from your heart. They would have
Actually,
been.
I have tried some application development and web development in the past, and currently I'm exploring the machine learning field.
Yeah, I think when you will mix all of them, I think it would be quite brilliant, and like it would be a very enjoying process, and I think you should go through it. So maybe when you will do it, maybe you will find it.
So my second question is, how did you approach for the research internships? Like your first research internship was in IIT Indore, and then you have got some research internship in Carnegie Mellon and MIT driverless thing.
Yeah,
And
yeah. So like initially I was very like I did not think of myself that I can accomplish this much what I have right now, and I used to think of myself as a very normal student, and we like we are not, to be very honest. We all can do these kind of things. So initially, like I used to ask my seniors, like the seniors who went to IIM. So when I was in my first year, I used to approach my seniors who were like passed out, they have cracked IIM and are sitting into IIMs, and many others. So I used to ask them what I can do. So initially I used to explore myself by taking Coursera courses. Like Coursera just launched at that time. So and after that he told me that you might find some opportunities in the group of alumni of BIT alumni, and there I found a professor who was in like IIT, and he was looking for students. But if you want an answer in one line, then I'll say just send mails to professor in IIT or institutes like ISC, requesting them to give you a research opportunity.
but for that, we must have a good resume attached to it. And how do we build that?
If you do not have a very good resume, I think what you should go towards is you can approach your like seniors who might have done it. Of course, who you are in contact with, who believe in your capabilities, and maybe they can like recommend you. If not, then I think if your resume is normal, also some people give you opportunity irrespective of that.
And sir, what about the international ones?
They would be hard to crack in the beginning because of course they look at your resume, and they only have like I think kind of a bias for people at IIT, because they only know IITs, because all of the people that I have seen who are doing research are from IIT. So it would be a major disadvantage, I guess, but of course you can try.
Okay, sir. Can you please tell the story about your Nanyang University? Like, how did you get in there, and what was your purpose behind that?
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not well, sorry. So in as for the Nanyang University, I am doing my masters from there, and I gave, like while I was in my third year, I might have gone for the placements, but while doing my research internship, I found out that there's a lot that I can learn in like foreign universities. So I had this urge to study for masters, and I gave GRE and TOEFL and filled the forms of different universities. And it would have been a major disadvantage for me if I would have tried for GATE, because GATE does not consider your resume. It only considers your rank in the exam for different institutions if you want to get into. But when we are applying in foreign universities, they consider your resume, your research work, everything, including your recommendations. So that was a major advantage for me to get into Nanyang Technological University.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Devesh. I think Tushar also, yeah, please, Nikhil.
Good afternoon, sir. Sir, I am currently in second year and my branch is computer science and engineering. Sir, are you saying that about I cracked the GRE, I give GRE in third year? Then can you tell me what is the procedure to give the GRE exam or TOEFL?
You can give the GRE exam, and I think it remains valid for 4 years. So you can use it score for 4 years. I think for TOEFL the limit is only 2 years. So if you are giving your exam in the third year, then you can start applying. So the dates of applying are from like it starts from October and ends in like February. So if you are maybe applying in like October of 2020 through 2023, then you will be applying for the session that will start in August of 2024. So that is a very good window to apply. That is October to like February.
Sir, one more question. How much its difficulty level paper?
The difficulty level is not like very high. Like it has like 10th, 12th level questions. But the main catch is how fast you can do it. So the difficulty is not that high, but your presence of mind and your practice uh, makes it a lot difficult. And like the math is not hard, but the English is quite good in there. So you might have to learn 1,000 words or something.
So yes, I can ask about English. I searched about GRE, then say that English is tough and how to tackle this. Can you give me a suggestion?
Uh, As for me, I think I had several apps for it, like which helped me learn like what those apps did, and I think they belong to Magoosh. So I'm writing that in the chat. So there are like several one-two apps from Magoosh which improves your vocabulary, and also like they have I think GRE questions also. So you can I think try from that, and in the meantime, when you are not doing that, you can try learning new words and then opting for the mock tests.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, please, Ayush.
Good afternoon, sir. This side Ayush here. I'm from second year CSE. Uh, so what question I have is, considering the future, what would you choose if you were to start over? Web3 application development, or AIML? Which one of three?
Okay, so I'll just say one thing, that it is not a prescription that I can give, but if you are looking from a very materialistic perspective as to where the money is or where I'll get fame or things like that, then I think ML is a good way to go. Maybe embedded with other technologies, like there are technologies which focus on maybe prompt learning a year back. So I think you can go in ML, and in ML also you can go into like these large models like chat GPT and other models, how you can like fine tune them. And I think it has a very good scope, and you can build some projects on it. So I think it will only take you 5 to 6 months of like hard work to get into a good company with a very good package. But currently the market is a little slow. So yeah.
Okay, sir. My next question is there any way to get exposure in AI and ML, please?
Hmm. Okay, so what I do, because I had no one, to be very honest, and what my strategy would have been, like I have different platforms like X or LinkedIn or YouTube. So what I used to do was I had a separate YouTube channel from my personal YouTube channel, in which all the AI videos used to get recommended to me. Also, I used to follow a lot of people who were associated with AI on X. So when I used to like go through these platforms, I used to get a lot of exposure. So I think one of the ways you can improve your exposure is through digital means, and I don't think there is any physical there's any physical option. To be very honest, I think digital is best way to go.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, also you can try contacting other people, like these people also have a good profile in ML. So yeah, and they both are in industry, so maybe you can ask them if like when you are going through the placement, or when you want to prepare something, I think they would be happy to help. uh, is it okay, Ayush?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, Prajwal, please.
Good afternoon, sir. Sir, my question is, sir, how do you approach the problem solving and innovation in your research projects?
Okay, so initially we are not able to approach the problems very efficiently, and that's why I did not recommend it to go into research independently. I recommended that if you will go inside a professor, I think Devesh asked this question, but if a professor accepts you, then he only gives you the research problem and he guides you through it. But in case you want to go from an independent point of view, then I think there are a lot of papers on like Google Scholar. Let me give you the link, and there you can find a different options of how you can like improvise upon your ideas. And if you are on a basic level, then I think you should go through different blogs. If you are done with the blogs, then I think I've given you a website, you can go through it, search for these related terms. So maybe you are interested in causality, or maybe you are interested in pre-trained large models like clip. So you can just search them and it will give you a list of papers uh, related to that topic, and there's an option to filter them out, so you can just filter the papers based on recent years. So I think you can do that.
Okay, sir. Sir, my next question, sir. Sir, how we do, sir, but what are the basic challenges researchers face and how they overcome that challenges?
Okay, you are hitting on a nerve. But one of the main challenges that we face is that when we form an idea, we don't know if it will work. So I think I just told Devesh, when you are doing app development or web development, you you know what you have to build, and you can build it. But while doing machine learning, you study maths and machine learning, and then you form ideas and you don't know if they will work. So while experimenting, there might be a lot of times that you fail, you do not get desired results. So that is one of the main pain points that we researchers face, because everything needs to be novel, we cannot copy anything. So coming with the ideas and like coming with the ideas and proving that they work is I think one of the pain points.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Please.
So, sir, how does this ideation thing work? I mean, what is the, how do you get an idea? What is the problem definition and things?
So when like okay, so when you have a good amount of knowledge and you have been exposed to different projects, okay, so you think in a way that if I combine this thing, or if I change this thing in this way, I'm using these general terms because I cannot like tell you. So if 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 you have a thing and you think I can modify this thing and it will improve the results, then you have formed an idea. And that process will be based upon your reasoning of how, of your studies that you have done in the machine learning. So the idea will be good if you have learned a lot, but it won't be if you are in a very beginner stage. That's why it's not recommended to go do independent research. Like first go through a professor, ask him different things, he'll make you work on projects, meanwhile you will be learning about stuff. And then when you have learned about stuff for like 6 months or an year, then you when you will be reading materials, you will be thinking, okay, this can be done. And then you will discuss that with maybe your friends or with the professor. Or if there's no one, then you can just experiment upon it. So it is kind of a very intuitive process.
Okay, sir. And now my one more question. So, like you have said to read the research papers that are available on the Google Scholar website. So, how will you find the paper which matches your level of expertise? Like, I can type NLP or deep learning, and tons of papers will come in front of me. And how will you identify which paper will you be able to understand?
I think this is a very important point that I have missed, and thank you for asking it. You should not go through research papers if you don't have a command over the area of deep learning. And please do not write natural language processing or deep learning on Google Scholar, because it will give you maybe 10,000 or 20,000 papers. So I'll recommend you all to please go through the blogs, okay? Or if you have like an idea, maybe of a recommendation system, or for any other idea, maybe you want to build a website that recommends something, or you want to build a system. So you have this idea that I can build a system. So what kind of a system it will be, you will ask yourself. And there will be several words in which you can define that system. You can just search them, then you will get those finite papers that will be in your reach. There might be a scenario when you won't be able to read them. So just I think chat gpt is a very good tool, and you can just search on it what you are not able to understand. But it is a very a caution or a note from my side that please don't go through Google Scholar if you don't have basics very clear of machine learning. And initially what you should do is just contact a professor.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, please, Ayush.
So, sir, I have a question.
Sir, there is one question from our YouTube live. I use one on the research field, like negative point of views, like how it will decrease the enthusiasm of researcher in the research field. ChatGPT's rise.
Okay, so what do you think the ultimate AI will be, artificial intelligence will be? Like from your perspective, I'm just asking. And don't worry, whatever is in
Like
your
I think,
mind,
sir, AI data will come from research. So I don't think that research field is going to decline by the rise of AI. It will only increase their domain, increase the more opportunities in the research field.
yeah, but my thinking is that what can be the best level of AI, and the best level of AI can be if we are incorporating God into machines. And we have not done yet. Like AI cannot innovate, AI cannot give you theories as of now. Like chat gpt can just communicate with you and can give you answers that seems good on a very superficial level. And it's not a very good artificial intelligence. You There's a lot of hype around it, but it's not that good, and we don't even know what is going inside it. So I think we are a long way to go to the ultimate level of AI, in which which can give answer to every level of our life. So if okay, so what I expect from AI is based on my life, what do you think my future will be, or where I'll be in 10 years, and it gives you correct answers. If I ask it, how can I make an engine that has maybe infinite fuel, or that might go to Saturn in this amount of time, it should give you the answer because it has infinite knowledge and infinite reasoning capabilities. I don't think we are like even close to that scenario. So I
Yes, sir,
don't.
definitely. I think the
Yeah, so I don't think it's limiting us. It's we are nowhere near what we can achieve.
yeah, sure, sir. I think the question is answered. Yes, Ayush, now you can proceed with your question.
Okay, sir. So my question was, if we are going to use a research paper, then do we have to give credit to the researcher? Like if I am building a project and I am using the research that is mentioned in that paper, do I have to give credit to the researcher, or can I just use?
Yeah, you can just use it, but you have to cite that paper. Like you might see different citations in, like one is written or two is written there. So we have citations in the paper where we cite like different researchers. So we took this thing from them, or these were the different papers that were discussing this technique. So maybe in the related works section, where you will discuss the previous technologies that have tried to do it. So you will discuss about different works, what they have done. So you will cite them, this work, that work, and then you will say, I have tried to propose this work using the technique that this person proposed. So you will cite that paper. I think you are asking that only, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, you will just
I
have
have
to
another
cite.
question.
You don't have to give
So my question,
authorship to him. You
yes.
don't have to give authorship to him. Just cite it.
Okay, sir. So my question was that if AI is already this powerful that, as you already know, that OpenAI just in recent developments launched GPTs, which can do a lot of work with automation and research as well. Not research exactly, but something similar. So can we not train an AI that can research different AIs using the APIs like Olama is doing? We just give it a bunch of APIs and through which it can test what its capabilities are and research on it.
What kind of research? Like in a research, you ask a particular question. So what will be the particular question that you will be asking from different AIs when you will be researching on them?
So in the recent image that you just showed us, there was a very beautiful image that you said us that you told us that what it is showing is what its inner working is. What I mean to say is
They are able to create it on their own. Like we have only taken it from an AI. We have not developed that picture. It is developed by an AI.
but the prompt or the citizen, not citizens, but the prompts that we have given, can they not be given by an AI? What I mean to say is that, is
Okay.
there any reason for human intervention in it?
No. They're okay. So, like the paper that I shared with you, like the recent paper which I done with University of Illinois, it had the section of automatic prompts. So, what you can do is in the prompt layer, you can just feed some noise to generate some kind of an output. So you might have a distribution, and the distribution is I have to like I have trained this AGI, or I have trained the prompt. So there might be different embeddings in the prompt layer, or you will add one layer behind the model, and that will contain some noise which will only output a certain kind of sentences from the model. The sentences might be that only says good thing about Ayush. So I have just made a model that only says very good things about Ayush. So I'll just train that embedding layer. So there is like, of course you can do automatic prompting. There might be a case that you don't need human intervention, but the problem that we face is that I have binded it that you have to just say good things about Ayush, but it might be a case it says some other things also. So we cannot bind it. One of the research areas that we are focusing is controllable generation of text, so that we know what limits it. So we want to limit its generation.
Thank you, sir. I get.
But when I'll remove it, it won't be able to predict that I'm sitting here, because it was taking the pictures of the headphone, pixels of the headphone, to classify me or identify me as Maheep. This is the problem that all the model faces. That is, they works on correlation. It is a very mathematical phenomena. I think you know all about it. What is correlation? But we are trying to introduce causation, so that they don't generate garbled response. All their responses are based on reasoning and not just correlated. They have seen past data, so they are just outputting that. We don't want that. We want them to reason inside them and then give you a response which is very intelligent. And I think this is a way to go to do scientific discoveries even through AIs. I think this was a very good question from Tushar.
Yes, sir. Another question from Tushar was how to manage finances in research field. Are there any scholarships available domestically or internationally for pursuing higher study after the graduation?
Okay, so so the placement that you will get in India might be around 10 LPA. Okay, and the placement that you from the good universities, the placement can be about 1 CR plus from the foreign universities. So what research does is, if you are only looking, I don't look it from like the finance perspective. I really love it, and even if the money is not there, I'm going to do it, and I was doing it when the money was not there. But if you are looking at it from that perspective, initially it might be the case that you won't find anyone who will pay you, because people don't pay you. That's why I think Devesh asked me, if you don't have that good of a resume, why will people take you? Because you will work for free. So they don't have anything to lose beside their time. So that's why it is possible for you to get the research opportunities. And in the beginning, I don't think you will find money in that field, but you will find a good amount of money in the industry. So research is always a little like less money, to be very honest, compared to the industry. So if you are a researcher in Stanford, you will get around 3 times less to a researcher who is working in Google. So I think there's a downside to research area in terms of money, but I think it gives you an opportunity to change the world, and I think that excites me a lot. And I think you the another question that you asked me was, while doing like higher studies, are there any scholarships and all? Is this correct, Hemshu?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so while you are doing further studies, some of the universities give a lot of scholarship. Especially European universities give you a lot of like this these like fully funded opportunities. But I'll tell you that you can go to a very like any university, to be very honest, because so like my fees is around like 40 lakhs for an year of like my tuition fees, excluding hostel, and the hostel is around like 15 lakh or something of 1 year. So I have taken a loan, and like from my university, an average person who goes out earns around like 3 to 4 lakhs per month, or maybe 5 lakhs, if he has a very like normal profile. So I think you can like easily easily give that loan to the bank in an year, and you will be free of any debt that you have, and you will be good to you will have a very good life. As for USA, you will get around 10 lakh rupees per month. So I think you can easily pay off your loan in that.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. I think Tushar, your question has been answered now. Yeah,
Yes.
Tushar, you can proceed with your question.
Good afternoon, sir. I would like to ask, how do you manage multiple interests? Like for me, you said to explore yourself, and for me, I have too many interests from ranging from core subjects like mathematics, thermodynamics to computers, and to even other branches like electronics and digital circuit, digital designs. So, and when you say that you have to explore, the thing is that I have been exploring for more than 1.5 years, and there's no going back. I can't find anything to fix on. How do I decide?
Like it is not a very like, to be very honest, a very straight road. The answer is that, but like I can only like beat around the bush, and the answer about beating around the bush is that you can like you said to me that you don't have enough time to do these things, right, Tushar? One of the factors was that also.
Not really. It's like I explored something, I liked it. Then I saw someone doing some other thing, and that also intrigued my interest. And then I got deeper into that and started doing that thing, then other, and it's keep going on. Like there are many fields.
Yeah, yeah, it is a very common phenomena, Tushar, and you are not the one unique in this situation. And I think I only find myself fortunate that I find this thing. But if I want to solve this problem, I'll just say, don't go uh, to like those technologies if the other person is doing it. Read about different technologies, read about them, and then go through them. If you are going through because of other person, your domain will be very limited, first of all, and second of all, you won't be able to go into the depths of it very fast. So like I never focused on this thing, I think we also have one club of drones in our institute, right? uh,
Yes, sir.
People.
Yes, sir, the Drone Learners Club. It's still functioning.
Yeah. So like it is a very good club, and people used to go like people in my year, like while I was in second year, people used to go a lot in those clubs or in mercenary motors. And I don't know what they used to do. Like it also depends on dedication, but like I don't think they studied a lot or learned a lot of things in there. And like it is better that you sit at home and you watch a series. Of course, it is better than that. But my strategy was to just be alone and focus on different things that I'm able to find, and trying to like publish a paper, and and reading about different things. So I have a thing about free fall learning. So free fall learning is that you just go into a topic and you just switch topics. So you are searching for an article and you read, and you think this is good, okay, I'll read this. Okay, in this I have this question, let's write it, maybe we can discuss. Or through that question you jump to another article. So you are only learning actively, but all the learnings that our education system has imposed, or these clubs also impose, is kind of passive learning. All these people who have started these clubs have been very active learners. They initiated that because they wanted to do that, and that's why they were successful. But if you are not doing actively anything, and you are just relying on other people or other sources that they will just tell you to like read through this or do this thing or do that thing, it kind of a task thing, you won't get interested. So I'll just say that, like, take 2 hours of your time for active learning or for active studying. Like, go through those topics, like just just use your curiosity to guide you to different topics, and it would be a game changer from my side. Believe me, it would be a game changer. People don't learn from their curiosity. Okay. One did uh, I'll refrain from myself to answer that question. But I think we all know the answer of it, and like I'll refrain myself to give the answer of that. Yes, please.
So, sir, from all this, I just want to ask you: will there be any future, future opportunities from your side for us in this field, research field?
Of course, there are, and I actively take students under me, but like one should have like a adequate amount of skills for that.
So,
So
sir, may I ask you, can you please present us with a pathway that is constructed in a PDF format that will help us to at least gain that much knowledge so that we can be under your guidance?
mm, mm, okay, I'll structure some things in my free time, and when you will be able to done with all those things, then we can collaborate, obviously. But yeah, I'll have to take some time out to prepare that, because it is a very important thing, and I'll have to go through like different materials to prepare that. So yeah, please give me that time. But like you can have an overview of the material of like that I just shared as of now, like to get introduced to things, and like just go through it. Like it is a little deep, the material is a little deep, so if you're not able to understand anything, just leave it as of now, but like go through it, get literate from it. I hope you have scanned that code. If not,
So
uh,
please just share the PPT with us, with the team, and they will share with us.
yeah, sure. I'll do that.
And it will be, sir, very helpful if you do that, which I asked for, sir, that
Yeah,
making PDF and
of
sharing with
course,
us.
it will be helpful. And I think I followed a answer from Quora, but I think it would be more helpful for you guys if I give you that in like writing, a pathway that you can follow to like get into like machine learning or research, or collaborate with me. So yeah, please give me some time to prepare that. I'll do that. Sir, apart from ideas, can you give us a brief insight of how a research is conducted? I think I have given this answer, but the research is mostly conducted based on what like on different questions. So like I'll give you a very micro answer of it. So suppose you are working on a project and you have to accomplish something in that. So while you are building it, you will face with different issues. Maybe you won't get the results that you have desired. So in that scenario, maybe the professor in which you are working will give you some things that you can go through this and find the answer of why it is not working. There might be answer in it, so he will give you different papers that you can read, and try to find the answer or present him with those papers. So mostly the work is done in this way, that you code and you find how can I improve this. I think this is a very reiterating process. About the working of a proposed theory, like how do you test it? So like the papers that you read have metrics of metrics like this is how we tested the model, or these were the data sets that we tested the model upon. So they give you a lot of data sets, and these data sets are open source, so you can use them easily. The second question is, do you make an AI based on your theories or modify pre-existing models? I think a mixture of both. We modify the pre-existing models based on our theories. And your branch was A. How did you manage to transfer, and what is the? I think. Okay, so yes, like So the question that is asked by Tushar, one personal question, sir, did attendance criteria 75 bother you as a time waste? So like I think the answer lies in that only, how I shifted my focus from E to CS, because in my time I used to like study only like I just used to sit at like I just focused on ML, guys, not on the coursework. So yeah, I won't say what my percentage was, attendance percentage. The second question is, what is the one thing that now stands as your vision? The only thing that stands in my vision is to understand and learn as much as I can about AI, because it is a lot of fun, to be very honest. And then do innovations that might help humanity to thrive. And one of the things can be like, I've seen that in BIT people did not used to get much opportunities, but as soon as the internet arrived, or as soon as we tried, people got a lot of opportunities. And there are many people who don't get opportunities now also. So from a professional perspective, I would like to innovate more and learn more about this field, because it's very interesting. And from a moralistic perspective, I would like to help as much people as I can in a very positive way to like change their life. So I think this answers my question. I think that is all.
Yes, sir. Sir, I assume your exemplary explanation has cleared all the doubts of our students. As we conclude this session, we express our sincere thanks to everyone who made today's webinar, Career Opportunities in Research Field, possible. This event had been a culmination of effort, collaboration, and the unwavering commitment of several individuals. Firstly, a heartfelt thanks to our esteemed guest speaker, Mr. Maheep Chaudhary, sir. We are honored to have him share his valuable insights and experiences with us today. His journey, marked by exceptional achievements and contribution to the field of research, serves as an inspiration to all of us. We extend our deepest gratitude for taking the time to guide us through the intricacies of the writing research papers, getting them published, and shedding light on the diverse career opportunities available in the research domain, both in India and abroad. Our sincere thanks also goes to the respected honorable faculty member, Dr. Atul Kumar Dwivedi, sir, Assistant Officer in charge of the Training and Placement Cell BIET Jhansi, for spreading this initiative, who is present with us in this session. His dedication to foster academic and professional growth among the student is commendable, and today's webinar is a testament to his commitment. Last but not the least, a big thank you to our audience. Your curiosity and eagerness to learn are what makes event like this meaningful. We hope that the insights gained today will fuel your passion for research and open new doors to opportunity. Once again, thank you to everyone who played a part in making this webinar a success. We look forward to more such enlightening sessions in the future. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
I think we have like two more questions. If you allow me, can I go on to them?
Yeah, sure, please.
Okay, so the first question is, coding skills are really weak. Of course, everybody's coding skills in the beginning are very weak. I was not a born coder. I did not had a laptop in my hand while I was born. So of course you can work upon it and you can improvise upon it. And the psychology, of course, the psychology is very related to causality, and there are very like many departments of psychology that are working in causality. And I think this is a very interesting phenomena that you can go through. So yeah, I think this answers your question. The second question is, how did you manage the FOMO of not taking parts? And I ignored all of them. Yes, and to be very honest, I talked to some of my seniors, and they used to say that, like, I went to a private kind of school while I was in 11th and 12th, so that I can prepare for IIT, and I kind of missed on to that life, that school life, those years. And if I take the risk of just alienating myself from college, I might miss that life, like this college life also. So I'm not going to take that risk. But like, this is a very like hard thing to do. And I believe that if you are not taking part in anything, like I was in like music club. I don't remember its name. I was in music club, so I was a guitar player, and I was a singer also at that time. And I left all of them, and like, people also invited me to like seniors invited me for like table tennis and other sports, but I did not go. And of course, it ruined my relations with them. But I did not go, and I faced like I faced the circumstances of that. But I think like all the things paid off now when I see where I am at and what I have achieved. So of course there will be FOMO, but you just have to ignore it. It becomes very bad sometimes, but it is supposed to be bad. If it was good, everybody would do it. So yeah. I think this answers your question, Tushar. Stuti, I think we can end.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank
Thank you so much, sir.
you.
Thank you for your time. Bye.
Bye, sir.